Welcome. Just want to give you a quick tour of the van and how to operate everything so that it's a lot to take in, so when you get out there you can reference this video if you have any questions. So first thing is the electrical, and that's going to be this master switch right here. It should be on when you pick it up, and as long as it's on, all the electrical stuff will work. This is your battery level monitor and the solar charger here, so that you can see how much battery you have left. And the solar charger does a good job of keeping it topped up. This is the inverter, and this is required if you want to run the microwave, the air conditioner, or these outlets and you're not hooked up to like a campground power source. And to turn it on, you just push and that little green light comes on. It will drain your battery faster, so you should only have it on if you need it. But if you want to run the microwave and you're not hooked up to power, you'll need that on plus the generator running, which we'll get to. Next we have the sink here. And if you're not hooked up to water at a campground, you will actually need to turn on the water pump here. You'll actually need to turn on the water pump to actually pump water out of your fresh water tank. So if you have that on, when you run the sink, you'll hear the water pump going a little bit there, but you'll have fresh running water out of your sink. You have cold, or if you turn it this way, you have warm. Here also you have your water levels. Go under the water, so you see this is your fresh water tank and this is your gray water tank, and we will show you how to empty those later, but that'll show you how much water you have in the unit. Next is actually the heater, which is right up here, and to use this you will actually have to have the propane switched. We'll get the propane switched on, which we'll look at when we get out there. But the heater, you see that's the little camper icon. If you press this button, it starts it off, and you can just set your temperature and click it again, and it will actually go ahead and heat your van to the temperature. Real nice if it's cold out. That defaults to off. This next section is the water heater, and you can turn that on for hot water. And then next is the fan. If you need it to warm up faster, you can turn the fan into high and it'll blow more hot air, but it does drain the battery faster, so usually leave it on eco. So that is the heat. Next is the stove over here, and this is a propane stove. As long as you have the propane switched on outside, you just turn the burner over to light. Here it says light, and then you push this button, which will start it up, and you'll fire up the stove. And then you can just turn it off to shut it back off. Next thing is the bathroom right here. So there's the shower, which is a little shower head here, and it is controlled with these two knobs for the water. There's a little pull-out bathroom sink here, which you can use and just run water, and it'll drain right into the drain at the back. And close it up. And then the toilet, which here, in order to flush the toilet, is this little button right here, which will put some water in there. And then this little lever here will actually drain it down into the bottom. I'll show you how to empty that when we go around the side. That is the bathroom. Right here is the fridge, which you can open with this little lever. And there's plenty of room for stuff in there. There's even a little freezer right on top here that you can open up. That's good for keeping ice trays for ice or other small items. And then we will show you the seats. These seats actually turn around, so you can have them facing inward when you're out camping. It is a little hard, they're manual, and it is a little hard to find the lever. So if we come around the front here, right in front, there's this little yellow lever right here. Can you see that? Yep. Yeah. If you pull that up, that'll unlock the seat and it'll turn. So you can just use this, the bigger lever here, to pull it forward and turn it all the way around. And then you'll be able to sit facing this way. Both seats actually turn around. Let's see. Alright, now we'll go around to the side of the van and I'll show you all the things over there. Here is where you fill the fresh water. Should be full when you get it, 27 gallons, but if you need to fill it up, you can just unlock it here with one of the keys and just put a hose in there and fill as much water as you want. The next thing is if you're at a campground, this is the city fill for water. So if you are at a campground and you want to hook up a hose so you have water running all the time without the water pump, the hose is located right around in back here with the electrical cord. So I'm going to get them both out so we can show both hookups. This is the electrical, and this is the water. So for the water, you can just hook this up, the hose up right in here, and you actually turn this thing to lock it in. So you put the hose up to it and turn this thing counterclockwise, and you see it's threading in there. And then the other end of it, you'll just hook up to your faucet at the campground. If your campground has cable TV, you can hook that up here. There's a TV inside. I didn't show that, but and then here is the electrical. So this cord right here, this end will plug right into your electrical outlet right here. You can just fit it right in there, and then you can attach that ring just so it kind of locks on there and won't pull off on you. That just screws on right like that. And then this end is what gets plugged into your power at the campground. The next thing is this is your propane right here. This switch has to be on. You see the little light comes on. For the propane, that includes the heater and the stove to work. And the gray water tank, we showed you the water levels. If the gray water tank gets full, you'll just have to find a dumping site. You'll just pull this hose out and put it wherever your dumping drain is, and then just pull this lever and it'll dump right out. Just push that back in and the hose just goes right back in there. And then to empty the toilet is right behind this panel here. You just pull up this lever and it'll pull right out. And you can just take it to any sort of bathroom or toilet and just extend this, take this cap off, and it's just water in there right now. You can just dump it right out. Next we want to go back around. want to show you the little pop-up here. The ladder comes right out from up above here. And unfolds. And will attach to these little hooks right in here. Like this. And then if you want to come around here, pop up the top. You actually gotta unbuckle these two buckles that hold it in place here, and then push this button in, and you should be able to pull up on both sides of it. You have to push that button in to unlock both sides. Once they're both unlocked, you can just push it straight up. And you'll have some nice camping space up there. To take it back down, it's a pretty similar process. You just have these two handles here and pull. And you don't really have to worry about folding anything up. It just comes straight down. You can hook up these two things. It'll just come straight down and latch. This actually opens, so you can have a little skylight there and a little emergency escape route. You can actually open that top window if you need to. And then away the ladder, and we'll show you the control panel here. Alright, this is just the touchscreen control panel, and we went over some of this, but that's the water pump. There it will be your water levels in the water pump section. Here is for the awning, which I will go through attaching in just a little bit. This one is the climate control. That's your AC. You have to have the generator on and the inverter on, or be plugged into campground power. If it is, you could just turn it on and set your temperature, whatever you want it to cool down to, and the AC will come on and cool it right down. That here is all your lights. You can turn on the various lights throughout the camper. There's also shortcuts to the lights down here. These buttons will turn on the four most commonly used lights, and this is also where you can extend and retract the awning, which we'll get to in a second. And then this is how you start the generator. If you need to charge the batteries or run the AC or the microwave, you just hold this in. Generator will turn to starting, and we just wait a little bit, and you'll hear it kick on. And there it is. The generator is running now, and if you're not hooked up to campground power, the microwave and AC will work as long as we turn the inverter on. Let's actually turn it on quick, and then you can come see. Just takes it a second, and there the microwave is on, and just works like a normal microwave. You can just put something in there and microwave it up. The AC will also work now as well. And if we want to stop the generator, we just go in here, and there's this little stop generator button that will turn it right off. And this last one is just for the bathroom fan. You can turn that on. You hear the fan in the bathroom that goes to the top vent will go on. So last but not least, we will go ahead and extend the awning out here, and I'll show you how to hook that up. So you can either do that from in the control panel, or which is the second one, or this button's down here. So we can just hit the extend and the awning will come out. Once it's fully extended here, you can use these bars to lock it in place. So actually just, you'll pull this tab here, and then pull that bar out, and you'll take it over here. Just rotate like this, and you pull this up, and you can fit that right in there, and then put it down to lock it in place. And the same thing for this other one. You pull this metal tab bar out. Turn it here. And lock that one in place. And then you can just pull it up to your desired height for the support, and come around the side. You can just push it up here and pull out this tab. Actually, it's this tab down here. This tab, and that'll hold it up to whatever height that you want. Just pull it back like that. And lift this awning up and pull this one back like that, and the awning is out and locked into place and stable. So that should be everything. Hope you have a good time with the van. Thank you.